Igbos can never be criminals. Ikenna Nweke explains why he is different from Hushpuppy. Mr. Nweke Ikenna spotted having a chat with Japanese nationals. Nweke Ikenna spotted address a public gathering. Nweke Ikenna posed with his lovely family. Today, we shine the spotlight on Ikenna Nweke, a Nigerian residing in Japan who returned a missing wallet with huge sums of money to the police and rejected the compensation that followed his kind of act. Your View interviews Mr. Ikenna Nweke on its newly introduced and first segment of the program. Heroes of the Week. Mr. Ikenna says he was raised differently despite losing his father at a tender age of 12 and being eventually raised by his mom. He also recounts his poor background. Your View. We know that the government of Japan has honored you. Honestly, tell us how it makes you feel. Ikenna, it makes me feel proud of myself. It makes me feel proud of being a Nigerian. It makes me feel proud of my family. Your View. In the world of Hushpuppy, what made you do things differently? Ikenna, I was raised to value things that are mine. I was raised to be a different person. I was raised to be contented with what I have. We were not rich but contented with things we had at that time. Everything boils down to my mother, who insisted for me to become what I am today. I think more kudos goes to my mom. Based on certain perception that a certain group of people, especially when they come from the eastern part of Nigeria, there is an erroneous perception that people from certain parts of Nigeria, especially people from the southeast, that many of them get into fraudulent activities when in Asia. But many of us know that it is totally incorrect. How would you like to use the opportunity to change that perspective of Nigerians from the southeast who live in the Asia? It is not everybody who goes abroad goes to steal or enrich himself or herself fraudulently. But I must admit that the Easterners, especially Igbo people, have loved for money, which makes a lot of them to indulge in crime for me. This is a very negative stereotype which doesn't tell good about them. What I've done to a large extent have actually shown that Eastern people, especially of Igbos extraction, are not criminals. At least I have become a representation of whom they are and who they should be. As can be eluded that Igbo people who move to Indonesia, Malaysia are criminals. This is not true. This narrative has been survived because bad news flies. Your View. There are a lot of people who give excuse for committing crimes on poor background. What advice will you give to such people using poor background as excuses for committing crimes? Ikenna, okay, let me answer it this way. If I had become an armed robber, people won't blame me most when they hear my story. If I had committed crime, people blame me. Let me start with my dad. He was a truck pusher, by the way, before he died while my mom was a roadside yam seller. So for me to go to school, I had to push trucks too. So there is no excuse for committing crimes to some extent. It depends on the orientation they have from families, from friends, and then if they succumb due to societal factors. I think these three factors are really important to understanding why youth go into crimes. So I was born in a ghetto where 7 people lived in an apartment. We were seven. I have 6 siblings. and then my mom. We were 8 all together. I still remember vividly there were nights we had nothing to eat. It wasn't because we didn't have what to eat, but because we were not sure of what to eat in the morning. I once took loans to pay my school fees. All my life, I didn't like a life of pity. I don't like people sympathizing with me. Forget tribes. I am truly convinced that Igbo people are not criminals, but it depends on what individuals chooses for himself or herself. Thank you for listening to this news. Wow, this is brilliant. Perfectly done and well coordinated. Ikenna, Nweke, I salute you. And I salute your courage. I salute your personality. And I also salute your confidence. You have really shown that you are a true son of your father. Thank you for giving Igbo a better representation. This is why we say that Igbos are people with great minds, with loving minds, with focused minds. They are people that are loved. They are people that are welcoming. You see, you cannot meet an Igbo man and see and leave him to some other person. No wonder many tribes choose and love to be with Indigo. No wonder the Yorubas made it known that if it is not an Igbo man, it can never be anyone. These are what we see. Indigo are reliable people. They are people that are loved by everyone. They are reliable people. They are people which everyone will want to be with, which everyone will want to do things with. No wonder the people in Nigeria enjoy doing business with them. No wonder they are making progress in every little thing they put their hands into because of their straightforwardness. My viewers, the truth not be told, no tribe can be as sincere as Indigo. Indigo are better representatives. Indigo are people that one can always put hope on when want to do things. They are not disappointing. You can entrust anything in the hand of an Igbo man and you get that thing perfectly done. Alright? So my viewers, with this that Ikenna I just done shows that Igbos are truly not criminals, but sincere people. See what he has just done, I just brought to him. See what he just did, has just brought to him. That is why we do say that let us always do the right thing. Let us always put our hope in doing the right thing. Because in doing the right thing, we'll end up getting favors. Unbelievable favors. Favors that we never expect. See what has just come to Ikenna. You see? This is what we are saying. This is what we are talking about. Let us be focused. Let us be truthful. Let us be sincere. And be straightforward. And you see things working out for good for us. Alright? So, my viewers, what is your take on this news? Please, don't forget to leave your comment behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.